Hello, my name is Andrusco. Welcome to the Andrusco Experience. I'm going to bring you a wonderful show, and it involves all of the arts, entertainers, artists, performers, dancers here in the wonderful province of Manitoba. Now we're going to give you a great show. They're going to be guests. They're going to be singing for us, dancing for us. And I want you a little bit of our audience participation here. I want you to log on to our website or my Facebook page, and I want you to send in a request, a song that you want to hear. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one of those songs right now. We've got a request from a fellow living here in Winnipeg. His name is Dave Ashmore. Dave has asked for an old jazz tune. This goes way back. Benny Goodman released this song back in the 30s. What I like about playing this kind of a song on the piano is the piano is such a big, beautiful, wonderful instrument. I get the feeling it's a nice big band. So I can do that low bass end, and I can do the highs. Just great. So here's a song for Dave. It's called Moonglow. Welcome back to the Andrusco Experience. We've got a great guest for you today, and it's going to be a wonderful show. My guest today plays a very unique instrument. Not too many people have even heard it or even know what it's about. But it's a great instrument, and it's got a beautiful, unique sound. And I'd like to introduce you to my friend Leo Goslin. and he plays an instrument called the Chapman stick. I believe it's called the Grand Chapman stick.
This one is called the Grand Chapman stick.
This one's called the Grand Chapman stick.
Or the Chapman Grand stick, I should say.
Ah, okay. That's great. And now, Leo, we're here in the studio to talk about your music and the other parts of your life as well. But we'll start with the music.
Sure.
And I know a little bit of the history, Leo. I met you quite a few years ago, actually.
A long time ago now. It's about 30 years ago.
Oh, has it really been that long?
Yes, it has.
Oh, my gosh. Well, Leo's originally from Winnipeg, of course. And some years ago, you left and went out to BC, I understand, right?
I left in 1981. I was pursuing violin restoration at the time, and also electric guitar construction at Odyssey Guitar in North Vancouver. So I had 2 jobs when I actually moved to Vancouver.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
So were you playing the Chapman Grand stick at the time when you were working that day job sort of thing?
I wasn't playing it professionally, but I was playing it. I had started playing it in 1977, actually.
So you started in 1977. Now that's a while ago. You're a young fellow, of course. You still are a young fellow.
Oh,
there you go. Well, tell me, Leo, like, what got you onto the Grand Chapman stick?
Actually, I saw someone trying to play it. He was playing it very awkwardly, sort of cockeyed at the time, and he was the lead guitarist for Burton Cummings.
Oh.
The Guess Who had disbanded, and in 1976, Burton actually hired a guitarist from Los Angeles. And his name was Randy Strom, and he had actually purchased one of the first Chapman sticks that was ever produced, and he brought it back with him to Winnipeg. He was playing with Burton. He wasn't playing Chapman stick with him. He was playing guitar, backing him up as a duo. And he just frequented my favorite guitar store, which was called Guitarland at the time, which is where the new Great West Life building is, at the corner of Broadway there. And I just heard this thing from the basement, and I thought, okay, it sounds like 2 guys are playing this instrument. And lo and behold, it's one guy playing this instrument. He was playing bass notes with his right hand, and he was playing lead with his left hand. And even though he wasn't playing it properly, he was still doing something very musical.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I can understand why that would get your interest up. So did you talk to him? Did you say, may I try that? Would you show me? How did you, I suppose, your very first experience feeling that instrument?
I had to wait 4 months for it.
Really?
I didn't ask him how it was tuned. I didn't ask him if I could try it. I spoke to the manager of the store at the time, and I said, I would like to order one of those instruments. And I ordered it, and I dished out $1,100 cash, sight unseen, for an instrument I hadn't even put my hands on. So it was a real challenge, to say the least, when I actually got it in February of 1977. Wow. It was quite unusual.
Yeah, so obviously you just fell in love with the instrument. You fell in love with the sound?
No, that's a hard one, because visually I knew that this was a challenge beyond my guitar work that I had done, and I had to completely reinvent a working system on it.
Well, Leo, we're going to get you to play that instrument for us. Would you do that for me?
I
Would
certainly
you play
will.
the Grand Chapman stick?
Sure, it'd be my pleasure.
It'll be great to hear it, because it is beautiful. I've heard it. I've heard Leo play. I might even ask if I can play with Leo in just a little while. That would be very nice.
Okay.
So, but we'll see what happens, and I'm sure, Leo, you've got to get ready. You've got to put some paraphernalia on. Do you have a...
I have a harness. Not a harness, but a belt that I have to put on. It's a special belt that it holds onto me. I don't hold onto it, basically.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, and another thing about this instrument, Leo, I understand it's a tap instrument.
It's a tap instrument, yes.
So meaning when you're holding it, you're not squeezing those
chords. You're not strumming,
chords.
you're not picking, you're not plucking the instrument. It's basically in the percussion instrument family, like a marimba, piano, drums, anything that you would mallet or use drumsticks. So my fingers are acting like miniature mallets, you could say, and I'm malleting all the notes.
Wow,
hammering
that's just
them all
great.
with
That's
2
just
hands.
Great. Well, let's see. I think we should just get you ready to play, Leo. We'll take just a short little break here, and we'll get you to get set up, and we'll listen to some beautiful music. So hang on, folks, because you're going to hear something you've never heard before. So I'd like you to stick around. We'll be right back.